honey Cajun barbecue ribs, oven baked. So this is a double in an individual pack from Sam's Club for $20.42. So we got 7.62 pounds of meat. Deliciousness, y'all. And if you cook it right, oh my God. I'm gonna cut this open and rinse the ribs, okay? These ribs to get all of like the blood off of it and anything that was on the ribs before they cut it at the cuttery, etc. So that's what I'm doing right now. To get them pretty clean, we will remove the membrane from the back of the ribs just so our seasonings can marinate as they should, okay? We got both of those clean. I wrapped them up so I can kind of do them both at the same time. And then I'm just squeezing the water out. Alrighty guys, so we're going to cook 2 slabs of ribs. I cleaned them already. So we're going to remove this membrane here, which will just help the seasoning marinate more, and it'll help the tenderness. So we're going to remove this outer skin. They call it the membrane. Okay. That's what we're going to do. I'm trying to get it where I won't have to do a lot of little pieces because I do have nails. So let's see. Sometimes you can just grab it and just pull. And my nails are kind of jacked up, y'all. They bother me, so I know they probably gonna bother you too. Don't judge me. See? Here we go. Now let's get that skin off of that thing. Girl, you don't want it. This skin will be chewy. Like, this is what you would fry up on the grill while it's cooking, but it will definitely give you that chewy, tough feeling. I don't want that. And yes, I have cooked them like that before, and they were delicious. But now that I know better, so now, let's get this one from here. So if you have nails, just use a little knife to kind of start it off. There you go. Now pull. There you go. All right. So we're going to do the same to the I'm going to do is I've already pre-measured. I have 2 tablespoons of garlic, black pepper, onion powder, and I have some rib rub, which is the spicy Cajun, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. I also have some paprika just to add for color, and I had some additional Cajun rib rub that I don't know where I got it from because I travel a lot, and it was an individual bag with no name. So this one I can't tell you what it is, but I will tell you that it is spicy. So I'm going to mix these together. And then we're going to rub the ribs with this entire batch of seasoning. But before we do that, I'm going to use 1 ounce yellow mustard, 1 ounce of whole house apple cider vinegar. This will help the base settle. Also, it's going to add additional flavor and tenderness. This one I may have put a little more vinegar. Let's see. So I'm going to add a little more mustard, just to thicken it just a little. And I'll apply this before I apply the dry rub. All right, we're all set. Them down. Will be distributed between 2 cooking pans, and then I'll bring you the finished look. So I thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and just being here watching. I really appreciate it. appreciate it. So let's get to it. We're gonna stick it in the oven and we're going to cook it for 2 hours at 355 degrees. Stick both of them in the oven and we're going to allow them to cook for 2 hours. I preheated the oven to 300, so let's 375. All right, guys, so we're gonna let that cook for 2 hours and we're gonna come back and see what progress we have made thus far. We should only need to cook them for 2 hours, put the base of barbecue sauce on, and then let it cook for additional 15. So I'm going to show you what I mixed to make the barbecue sauce, which is pretty simple. And then, okay, so we're going to make our barbecue sauce. I'm always switching it up, but this is one of the go-tos. We're going to use the Bud Light Platinum beer. So not much, maybe an ounce, 1 ounce. So we're going to use 2 ounces of honey. Let's mix it up really well. Okay, just a tablespoon of Sriracha. We're going to use about 4 tablespoons of honey barbecue sauce, and this is Sweet Baby Ray's. This is the point where we want to kind of thicken it. So get it very thick. And then we'll top it off with some Texas Pete hot sauce. About a tablespoon. Now sometimes I go over because I just love the Texas Pete hot sauce flavor. So I would say 2 tablespoons. Mix it really well. When your ribs come out of the oven, all you have to do is rub them down, place them back in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, and you're good to go. All done.